Picture this: a white linen tablecloth, crystal glasses catching the pale Arctic light, a candle flickering in -20 degrees, and absolutely nothing around you. No city, no noise, no other human being, for 200 kilometers in every direction. Just you, the person you love, and 6 trillion tons of ancient ice beneath your feet. This is not a scene from a film. No production crew built this. No studio designed it. This actually happened. And before this video is over, you will understand exactly what it costs to feel completely, perfectly, utterly alone on this planet. The idea that started it all. It began the way most truly insane ideas begin, with someone who had already done everything else. The couple at the center of this story, we'll call them exactly what they are, 2 extraordinarily wealthy people with an extraordinarily unusual request, had traveled to every private island, stayed in every overwater villa, eaten at every 3 Michelin star table in every city worth mentioning. Paris, Tokyo, New York, Copenhagen, they had done all of it. So the question became, what's left? That question landed on the desk of a luxury experience concierge based in London. The kind of firm that does not advertise, does not have a public waiting list, and does not take calls from people who found them online. You get their number from someone who already has it. The brief was simple. Dinner. Outside. Somewhere no one has ever eaten before. The concierge team spent 3 weeks on logistics alone before a single meal was planned. Building the impossible dinner. Finding an iceberg is not like booking a restaurant. Iceberg calve off Greenland and Antarctica constantly, drifting south on currents that make them entirely unpredictable. They rotate, they crack, they flip without warning, sometimes within minutes. A surface that looked stable at sunrise can be a wall of ice by noon. The team hired a glaciologist, a scientist who studies ice formations professionally, specifically to identify a candidate. It took 11 days of satellite monitoring to find the right one. The iceberg sat approximately 90 kilometers off the southeastern coast of Greenland. It measured roughly the size of a football pitch at its upper surface. Its base, invisible beneath the water, dropped an estimated 120 meters, the height of a 40-story building, into the North Atlantic. Now came the second problem: getting there. A private helicopter was chartered out of Reykjavik. An ice specialist flew out first, alone, to test the surface and drill anchor points into the berg. Small titanium pegs designed to keep the table from sliding during the meal in case of surface tilt. The helicopter made 4 separate trips before the guests ever arrived. Trip 1, the ice specialist and safety equipment. Trip 2, the chef, the sous chef, and all ingredients packed in thermal cases. Trip 3, the furniture, a custom fold-flat dining table, 2 chairs with weighted bases, the linens, the glassware, the candles in wind-resistant holders. Trip 4, the couple. Total flight time from Reykjavik, 41 minutes each way. The chef. The chef who agreed to do this was not just any chef. He holds 2 Michelin stars. He runs a restaurant in Oslo that seats 22 people per service and has a 3-month waiting list. He does not do private events as a rule. He agreed to this one because, as he later said in a brief interview, it was the only request he had ever received that genuinely frightened him. Cooking at altitude, in wind, in sub-zero temperatures, on a moving platform, because all icebergs move, drifting slowly on the current, is not a culinary challenge. It is a survival challenge. Water boils at a lower temperature in Arctic conditions. Certain emulsions behave unpredictably in extreme cold. Butter can go from liquid to solid in under 60 seconds if the wind picks up. The menu is engineered for those conditions the way a Formula One car is engineered for a race circuit. Every dish designed to be served at the precise moment it was meant to be eaten, to survive a 2-minute walk from a portable induction burner to the table, to hold its temperature in crystal cold air just long enough. The meal itself was 6 courses. It began with a single, raw Icelandic scallop, served in its shell with a few drops of aged vinegar and a scraping of frozen foie gras shaved tableside. It ended with a dessert of hand-harvested Arctic cloudberries, a small, orange fruit that grows only above the Arctic Circle, served with a cream made from milk sourced from a single farm in the Norwegian mountains. In between, there was seared reindeer. There was hand-dived sea urchin from waters just south of the berg itself. There was bread baked that morning in Reykjavik and kept warm through the entire flight in a sealed ceramic box. The wine was a 1996 Krug Klaas du Mesnil. 2 bottles, pre-chilled, which in this environment required no effort at all. The dinner itself. They landed at 6:47 in the evening. At that latitude, in that season, the sun does not set. It hangs low and amber at the horizon, casting light at an angle that makes everything look slightly unreal. The way a stage is lit before the actors arrive. The table was already set. White cloth, 2 places, the glass is already poured. The chef and his sous chef stood 30 meters away, out of earshot, facing the water. The couple ate for just under 2 hours. They later described it. The bill for the evening came to approximately 480,000 euros. Helicopter charter, glaciologist fees, ice safety team, chef and sous chef with hazard premium, equipment fabrication, flights, insurance, a particular kind, obtained from a specialist maritime underwriter in Lloyd's of London, covering a meal on a free drifting ice formation in international waters. That last line alone cost more than a new car. If you've made it this far, you already know this channel is not like the others. We don't cover luxury from the outside. We go inside. We find the people who build these experiences, the logistics that make them possible, the numbers behind them. If that is what you want more of, hit subscribe right now. We publish every week, and the next story is even more extraordinary than this one. The real luxury. Here is the thing that stays with you after you hear this story. The food, extraordinary as it was, is not what they talk about. The wine is not what they remember. The cost, staggering as it is not the point. What they paid for, what the entire operation, the glaciologist, the helicopter, the titanium anchor pegs, the Michelin-starred chef standing 30 meters away in a down coat. What all of it was designed to produce was a single specific feeling. The feeling of being the only people in the world. Not metaphorically, not the way you say it about a good restaurant or a quiet afternoon. Literally, the only people on that piece of ice in every direction the eye could see, all the way to a horizon of cold, dark water and a sun that refused to go down. That is what 480,000 euros buys. Not a meal, not a location, not a memory, though it is certainly that. It buys silence. Complete, enormous, ancient silence. And in a world where that is genuinely the rarest thing there is, perhaps that price is not so unreasonable after all. If this story made you feel something, share it with one person who would understand why. And if you want to go deeper into the world where money stops being money and starts being experience, you know what to do. Subscribe. It's free. Unlike the Iceberg,